All right, so we're going to start with the one intervention that every single school has, and that's the Go Math, right? Who's used Go Math intervention before? Perfect. Do you have these books? These are the strategic intervention guides. And when I showed this at the other, when they said, I've never seen that book in my entire life. These are in your building somewhere. Again, go ask your math coach, go ask other people in your grade level to see if they have this. This is what they consider the Tier 2 interventions. And it has the book right here. All of the pages, it has the teacher's part, and then it also has the student page on the back. So this is just easier for you to be able to go and put it in the copier. If you don't have this book or you can't find this book, all of these materials are available online. I'm going to show you where to find those in just a moment, okay? Go Math also has what we call the intensive intervention guides. Those are only available online, and typically we use these particular lessons for Tier 3. They're much slower paced. They're much down, like drilling down the skill to the very basic level. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't use any of these intensive interventions if you find a lesson that you really like. Just be careful and make sure that the kid isn't already using that for a Tier 3 if they're in a Tier 3 position. There's also some RTI activities, and I don't know if you know where those are, so I was going to show you those as well. So these would be the RTI activities that go along with this entire unit within the strategic intervention lesson. So I'm going to show you where to find those. Tier 1, these are the main manipulative lessons, whereas the ones from the book are more about the student practice. So one of the things that I really like to do is to pull these and match with the lessons from the book. And a lot of times this is my lesson. I'll do the Tier 1 part and the Tier 2 part. And then I'll give them the student practice as their we do. So I kind of work in tandem with the two of those resources together. A lot of times the lessons from just this book, 1, aren't very long. 2, don't really do a lot with manipulatives so much. It's more about the representational piece. They want you to draw it out. And then, of course, the student page. So that's one of the reasons I like to work in tandem with these. Okay? I'm going to show you really quick just how to find these from your Go Math dashboard. Oops. So once you're on your dashboard, you're going to click right here in the resources. That's right here at the middle of the page. When you do that, this is where you need to select your grade level. Today I'm going to be presenting the lesson for a 4th grade. So I'm going to go ahead and choose 4th grade. When you start scrolling down, these are all in alphabetical order, and I think because there's so many icons, it feels very overwhelming. So if you automatically know what you're looking for and know it's in alphabetical order, hopefully that'll help you a little bit. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom to look for this strategic intervention. Notice the TE on the side, that's the teacher edition, and then the strategic intervention with the SE on the side, of course, is the student page, okay? So that's where those two are. Right next to it, right before it, is where the response to intervention activities are. So if I click on that, notice it's all organized by chapter. Today I'm going to do chapter 4. This is what you actually have a copy of. Notice it's all in color and pretty. So this would be for lesson 4.1. Now, you don't have to just use these for your intervention groups. If you're looking for something, you're like, man, I did lesson 4.3 yesterday from Go Math as my whole group lesson and it bombed. What else can I do? This is also a place you can definitely use these ideas, okay? Because there's one for every single lesson throughout Go Math.